talking food, glorious food. And that's what you're going to grow. Grow your own food. My dad had a wonderful garden.
Did he?
He worked so hard to make the best tomatoes. And, you know, it's like growing up in Minnesota. You're just so thrilled to have anything fresh, you know, for June, July, and August. But the fact is, here, you're going to be able to grow your own cucumbers, grow your own cherry tomatoes, grow your own orange sweet peppers, and grow your own basil, unlike anything I've ever seen in basil. $29.98. That is a better value than even what Carolyn brought you last year with her mini veggies.
Yeah.
Because she brought you 3 mini veggies for about the same price or more expensive. You're getting 4 this year for less. And I can't wait for you to tell everybody about these. Walk us through these 4 plants that we get.
So this year you're getting 4 for about the same price that you got 3 last year. And that's because we have added this incredible bonsai basil.
Where did you find that? I never saw that before.
This is something that Eric, who's my vendor partner, Eric from Roberta's, we worked really hard with various growers to come up with these individual plants and put them together in a set. So this is something he found and he thought, oh my gosh, people are going to go crazy over that, and it's been absolutely true.
It is.
From last night at midnight till now.
Till now.
Everybody's talking about this basil.
Start with that one. It smells amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Looks amazing. And oh, by the way, you can grow it indoors or outdoors.
Exactly. So these were bred to be grown indoors. They're supposed to stay short and small so that they will produce tons of vegetables at a small stature. Yeah. So you don't need a big 5-foot tall tomato plant to get tons of tomatoes. Even most cherry tomato plants get to be like 3 feet tall. So these are going to be kitchen sized, hence the name Kitchen Minis. So this is your bonsai basil. It grows in a beautiful, can I pick it up just real quick? It grows in this beautiful topiary shape. Look at that.
Yeah.
And from what you're holding in your hand,
it goes from this
to this
guy. This is what you get. You can start eating this as soon as it arrives.
Pick off the little leaves, no cutting required, sprinkle it on your food.
So
this is the 4th piece. But what we also did was we brought you a new variety of pepper. So these are still delicious snacking peppers, but this year they are even sweeter and they grow in this orange color rather than last year's yellow.
Yeah.
So different pepper. The tomato is this beautiful red Siam Cherry Tomato, and again is a new variety this year, not the same as last year's, even more flavorful and delicious, and I mean incredible amount of tomatoes you're going to be getting. And then over here, we tried, but we could not find a better cucumber. And this is the best mini cucumber you're going to find anywhere. So we brought the same one back to you this season in your set. So you're getting 4. So again, you guys, so easy. Let me backtrack. You do not need to be a gardener to grow these. If you are a gardener, you'll love it. You'll think this is the best you've ever tried to do. But if you're new, you've never done any gardening before, or maybe you've only ever planted flowers, you've never tried to grow a vegetable, you've heard everybody's wanting to do that now, this is the easiest way to do it. It's goof-proof. Anybody can do it. If you're not a gardener at all and you just love to cook and you're a home chef or a foodie, you'll have your own fresh vegetables to put in all those meals and your fresh basil to put in all of your recipes.
And recipes included right here on the back page. And speaking of that, I'm just going to show you something. I had never thought of this, but what a cool idea. And she took those orange peppers, sliced them in half, you know, scooped out the seeds, which by the way, the seeds are only on one end. They're not really through the whole thing. And then squeezed in some of that cream cheese.
Or you could do like another melty cheese and put it in the oven or under the broiler.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things to do.
Salad with the cucumbers, the orange peppers,
That's
the
a Greek
tomatoes.
salad.
Wow.
And using all the vegetables. Crudité platter over here. And then we've done some amazing cucumber sandwiches here.
Yes, I love.
Which I absolutely love for a summer party. Maybe you're having a bridal shower or something.
With cream cheese.
We're giving you the recipe for the salsa that's right here. That will involve your peppers and your tomatoes and your basil. Absolutely yummy. So all of that for under $30.
For 4 plants that are going to yield you throughout the summer. By the way, got to show you the baby cucumber that's coming. Look at this. How
coming.
sweet is
Yeah,
that?
and he will
then-
be big in no time. The cucumbers are the first things to grow to full
Amazing.
size.
And then
So-
they're going to literally come out,
Yep.
you know, to be this big and bigger. The one thing I want to mention is what would you, if let's say every week you go to the grocery store, and every week we go to the grocery store, I always buy cucumbers, I always buy cherry tomatoes,
Yeah.
I always buy peppers, usually the big ones, and I buy the basil that if you don't eat it within the first 3 days, forget it.
Well, and these mini cucumbers are expensive.
And
You
I'm
usually get
telling
them in
you-
like a pack of like 4 or 5.
How much would you spend over a summer's time
and they
doing
are-
all that when you can grow your own?
And
And,
did
you
you-
know what's not on it.
Right. And did you notice I didn't peel the skin off?
Yeah.
Because you just eat
so
this like a
good.
little chip. Okay, so cucumbers, you're going to get like 70 cucumbers
You
from
could
one
make
plant.
pickles if you wanted to.
You could. These will be ready to pick in 40 days. So seriously, just a little over a month from when you plant
That's
that baby
amazing.
plant. The tomatoes are next. They're going to be coming along in 60 days. So about, 2 weeks after your cucumbers, you'll get oodles of tomatoes coming. And then lastly,
they keep coming.
They keep coming. Well, the more you pick, the more they grow.
Okay.
The more they produce.
Wonderful.
And then these peppers right here are going to take 70 days. So just a little bit after the tomatoes, you'll start getting your peppers. Now your peppers are going to go from green to orange, and the first orange will be like a little round, chubby.
Yeah, show us on that
So-
plant because this was really interesting. I never knew this.
So
I've
when-
never grown veggies before.
I
other
don't
than
want
my
you to
dad.
think when you start.
Up here, over on this one.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want you to think when you start growing these that there's something wrong because they don't look like a pepper. They look like a little round, a different kind of a pepper, like
They
the big
start
peppers, like
green.
the bell pepper. That it's not supposed to look like a bell pepper. It's going to elongate like this before you pick it. Okay, so it goes from green to this chubby guy to this, and that's why it takes 70 days.
Yeah,
But they're so
exactly.
delicious and worth the wait. So, and then of course
Wow.
the bonsai basil, you guys, is ready to go right out of the box.
Yeah.
All it's going to do is get bigger. So you can't go wrong. And here's what you need. You need an 8 to 10 inch pot for each plant. You need some really great potting soil, preferably organic Robertas. Since we've sold out of the cocoa bricks, I wanted to, well, let's walk over here.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm directing and you're
No,
the host.
please. No, I'm
Old
following.
habits die hard,
It's
Mary Beth.
okay. Believe me, I know.
All right. So, so this is super popular.
23,000 gone.
Oh wow. So this is the black gold organic potting soil. I ordered like 8 bags of this last year. It's like fantastic.
Okay.
So I would get this. They'll ship it right to your
And
door.
we have it at QVC.com.
It's on QVC.com.
Okay.
Get your
Black and
Roberta's
gold.
Bounty and get yourself an 8 to 10 inch pot for each plant. Also with the, over here, you can see with the tomatoes and the cucumber, we've got like a mini trellis happening here. So this little guy will support your cucumber. See, peekaboo. I'll
Yeah.
show it to you. See, there's a little mini trellis growing right in there.
And
You can
it
get
doesn't
those at-
come with that,
No,
right?
you can get them at Lowe's or somewhere, or
Okay.
maybe even the dollar store, and just put it in there. And then over here with our tomato, we've just put some little stakes. If you can't find little short ones, just get a couple of big long ones and break them.
Yeah.
And put them in there.
Okay.
But again, they just need support because look at all of the vegetables you're getting.
But the peppers don't need to have
Peppers
the
have a
stake.
strong if you
stem.
want to put like one stick
Yeah.
in there, but they're like a tree. Like they're not really a tree, but they look like a tree in the pot. So their stem is thicker and stronger.
I'm going to hand you this.
Okay.
One quick thing. If you want the item number, it's M94971.
That's
Did I say
great
it right?
soil.
M94971. Right now, it's free shipping and handling.
Yeah, well, that's good,
which
'cause
is
that weighs
great
a
because
lot.
I don't know how heavy this is, but it's a lot.
So this is what
Okay.
you're getting, everybody. And I want you to know that this year, they're going to be big babies when you get them because we didn't have to go scramble to get more growing for you like we did last year.
Yeah.
So we planned ahead. You're going to have babies that are off to a great start. All you need to do is make sure, this is key, and you and I both love that term. This is really key. You need to make sure they're getting enough sun because they are meant to grow indoors, but they need a very sunny window. So that's why we're doing zone shipping, because for a lot of us right now, like my house is kind of dark.
Well, yeah, the
'Cause,
sun's not up long
so
enough.
we want to wait till the sun comes around to give it its fullest effect on your windows before we ship it to your zone.
Yeah.
So then the next key thing is making sure they have a really good potting soil, and then make sure that you don't let them dry out.
Yeah.
Don't waterlog them, make sure your pot has drainage, but make sure that soil stays moist, and add your fertilizer every couple of weeks. If you do all those things and make sure they're getting enough sunshine, you will have success. And you can bring them outside once it's warm enough.
Yeah.
And they'll like being outside too, if that's what you would prefer. But they are designed, grown, bred to be grown indoors.
Right, which is great because you've got the option. What she's done is give you options. What Carolyn has done is allow you to become a grower, a gardener, without having ever done it before. And then the best part is you get to eat the fruits of your labor.
And they're so yummy. Let's go back and eat some more.
Here's one thing I want to quickly mention. This is available on auto delivery.
Yes.
What does that mean? It means that right now you're placing your order right now, okay, at this price, $29.98. That price goes up, by the way, at the end of the day if there's any left. We've already sold 23,000 since midnight. It's only noon. What I want you to also know is that if you go on auto delivery, then you would get another set next spring, 2026, at the same price.
Right.
And you would get it even if you don't bring this back to QVC.
I mean,
you would be able to get it. But one thing I will tell you too is that you can cancel at any time if you do go on auto delivery. Look at you cutting up that pepper, and guess what? All the seeds are at the stem end.
You can eat
eat them right.
You don't have to add anything. These are so flavorful.
They're so good.
You can add dips and stuff if you want, but they're so yummy.
I want to go to the phones. Patricia from Connecticut.
Hi, Patricia.
Patricia,
hello.
It's Carolyn Gracie.
How are you?
Hi, Patricia.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome.
I just ordered 2 of them. I ordered a set for me and one for my daughter.
Oh,
we
good
both
for you.
have sunrooms, and they will be perfect
Yes, exactly.
out there in pots. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm looking forward to receiving them in May.
Oh, well, Patricia, thank you so much, first of all, for ordering them. You will be so pleased, and not only are they easy to grow and they make your kitchen smell wonderful and all of those things, or your sunroom or wherever you're putting them, but the flavor of these vegetables is beyond compare. It's nothing like what you're finding at the grocery store and those super high prices at the grocery store.
Right.
You know, you'll be growing your own, and you'll have tons and tons of vegetables.
Have you ever grown your own veggies?
Oh yes, I have. I have raised beds outside, and I brought in one of my raised beds last fall, and my herbs are still growing in it. But yes, I have 3 raised beds and have had very good luck, except for last summer when nobody had any luck with vegetables here.
Yeah.
Because it was too hot.
Well, I just think, exactly, and that's another reason why it's great to grow them in the house. But I think, you know, people are concerned about the economy and how much money they're spending, and groceries are so expensive, and then you're worried about who's putting what on my vegetables when I get them from the grocery store.
How much do I have to wash off because you don't know what they've been sprayed with?
You're in complete control, and it's so satisfying, as you know, Patricia, from being a vegetable gardener, when you see things start to grow that you planted yourself, you know, and you can share with your family and friends. It's just, there's just something like you want to give yourself a gold star.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to ask you something, Patricia. Have you ever seen basil like this?
This bonsai basil?
I have grown basil, and only 1 year did I have it like that. You know, the rest, well, last year it was sparse, needless to say. But yes, that is what most impressed me when I saw this this morning, is the basil, how beautiful it is, and it must be so pungent.
It's just a fabulous smell. And don't you love this fluffy shape? I mean, it's like this wonderful little topiary growing in your kitchen. Or in your case, in your sunroom, which I think will be fabulous.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited for you, Patricia, and for your daughter, and I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to buy 1 set for me and 1 set for my daughter. I think she'll get a kick out of it. I know I'm going to have fun with it. I've never grown anything, and I'm retiring, and I have time, and I'm going to just do that for myself.
And last year I got a set for my sisters and my mother, who's an avid gardener for her whole life, but she's never grown vegetables.
Yeah.
So it was her first time doing that.
Don't forget, don't lose this, okay? This is your growing guide, and there's recipes on the back, Patricia.
Wonderful.
Okay? All right.
Thank you so much and enjoy them. Thanks for shopping.
Yep. Thank you.
I shall. Thank you so much.
You're
Bye-bye
welcome.
now.
Bye-bye.
How exciting
This is so
that?
cool.
And